Good morning, all of you. Today we are going to discuss about inheritance. Inheritance is a mechanism in which one class is getting the properties of an existing class. That is, a new class is getting the properties of an existing class. The mechanism of getting one properties to the another class, one class properties by the another class is called as inheritance. In inheritance, we are having two types of classes. One is superclass and the one is subclass. A class which is giving the properties to the newly derived class is called as base class, superclass, or parent class. A class which is taking the properties from an existing class is called as a derived class, a subclass, or a child class. There are many types in inheritance. Inheritance can be achieved through many different types. The different types of inheritances are single inheritance, multi-level inheritance, multiple inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, and hybrid inheritance. Single inheritance. In single inheritance, the mechanism of single inheritance is known as when a single base class is derived by one subclass. A superclass is derived by a single subclass, then it is called as single inheritance. Or in other words, single inheritance is a mechanism in which only one superclass and one subclass will be existing. If there exists a single superclass and if there exists a single subclass, then the mechanism of inheritance is called as single inheritance. So we can observe the mechanism of single inheritance in the diagram given here. A is a superclass here and B is the subclass which is getting the properties from A. So A is a superclass to B and B is a subclass to A. A is also known as parent class to B. A is also known as base class to B. Then B is known as subclass to A. B is known as derived class to A because B is derived from A. B is also known as subclass to A, and also B is also known as child class to B. Why? Because B is derived from A. So this kind of mechanism in which one class is derived from another class and having only one superclass and only one subclass is called as single inheritance. So we can observe the single inheritance mechanism by using this example. In this example here we are having class A and class B. We are having only two classes and class B is extending class A. So we can represent inheritance with the keyword extends. Here class B is inheriting the class A, that is class B is taking the properties from class A is represented by the keyword extends. So class B extends, class A is declared in class A is written in class B. So by that sentence we represent that class B is derived from class A or class B is inheriting the properties of class A and class B is having a method B. Class A is having a method A. So in inheritance, if there exists more than one class, we will create only one object for the classes. For which class we will create an object? We will create an object for the derived class only. So with the help of the derived class object only, we can access the methods of the base class. So here in our example, we have created an object for the class B. And we are accessing the methods of class A with the help of the object of the class B. So that is the mechanism of inheritance. Because of this mechanism, we will reduce the coding and we will reduce creation of multiple objects for multiple different classes. So in this way, we can achieve inheritance and we can reuse the properties of one class by the other class. So here with the help of the object, we are calling the superclass method A. The next type of inheritance is we can achieve in the inheritance in multi-level inheritance mechanism also. So multi-level inheritance is a mechanism in which a derived class is derived from a derived class. That is, if there exists more than one derived class, a new class is derived from a derived class, then the type of mechanism is called as multi-level inheritance. Multi-level inheritance refers to a mechanism in which one can inherit a derived class, thereby making this derived class as the base class, then deriving a new class. So this kind of mechanism is called as multi-level inheritance. In the given example here, A is the base class to B. B is the base class to C, but B is also a derived class. So this type of mechanism is called as multi-level inheritance. C is the derived class, but it is derived from a derived class B. So that a derived class is which is derived from a derived class is called as multi-level inheritance. A subclass which is created by a subclass, which is inherited by a subclass, is called as subclass mechanism is known as multi-level inheritance. In multi-level inheritance mechanism, derived class will be will be treated as a base class for a newly derived class. So B is a base class to the class C, and A is base class to the class B, and B is act as a derived class to A and base class to C. So B is act as both derived class and base class, child class and parent class. So this kind of mechanism of inheritance is called as multi-level inheritance. The next type of inheritance is multiple inheritance. In the multiple inheritance, as the name suggests, multiple classes can be derived by a single subclass. Multiple superclasses can be derived by a single subclass. So that kind of mechanism is called as multiple inheritance. Multiple inheritance. In multiple inheritance, there is a single problem. The problem with multiple inheritance is that the derived class will have the will have two base classes. So the dependency is based on two classes. So there may be a chance to have errors in the coding. So multiple inheritance in Java programming is not directly achieved through inheritance concept. It is achieved by interfaces in Java programming language. To eliminate the errors that are identifying the data that are possible to occur in the programming, we achieve multiple inheritance in Java programming through interfaces, because if one derived class is derived from two different base classes, then there is a chance to have confusion in between data variables and methods of the classes. So that to eliminate that confusion, to eliminate the errors that may occur due to the data accessing, we achieve multiple inheritance in Java programming language through interfaces. So as a whole, the concept of multiple inheritance is, in multiple inheritances there exist more than one superclass. Two superclasses or more superclasses can be derived by one subclass. One or more superclasses can be inherited by one subclass, then the kind of mechanism of inheritance is called as multiple inheritance. As the as we are having an example of this diagram here, A and B are the superclasses and C is the subclass which is inherited from A and B. So A and B are parent classes. So C is the child class to both A and B. So C can access A and B, but A and B are both individual. They do not have any relationship along with them. So this kind of mechanism of inheritance is called as multiple inheritance. Hierarchical inheritance. The mechanism of inheriting one base class by multiple derived classes. The concept of inheriting the properties of one superclass by different subclasses by different individual subclasses is called as hierarchical inheritance. In hierarchical inheritance, there exists only one superclass, but the subclasses may be multiple, more than one. So that kind of inheritance is called as hierarchical inheritance. In the given diagram here, A is the superclass, B, C and D are the subclasses or derived classes or child classes to A. Here B, C and D are having no relationships. They are individual classes, but they are child classes to A. So in this kind of inheritance mechanism is called as hierarchical inheritance. Hybrid inheritance. Hybrid inheritance is a combination of single inheritance or a single inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, or multiple inheritance or single inheritance. The combination of any two inheritance concepts together is called as hybrid inheritance. So look at in the diagram, class B and class C are the base classes to class D, so that represents a multiple inheritance, and class A is derived from class B and class C, so that represents hierarchical inheritance. Here in the given diagram, class B and class C are superclasses of class D, so that represents a multiple inheritance. Here class A is the superclass of class B and class C, so that represents a hierarchical inheritance. So all these inheritances together performed in a single program, then to solve a single problem, then this kind of inheritance mechanism is called as hybrid inheritance. So finally, hybrid inheritance is combination of any two types of inheritances. Advantages of inheritance. The main and important advantage of inheritance is, by the concept of inheritance, we can reuse the code. That is, reusability of data is possible because of the inheritance mechanism. Because of the reusability of the data, coding time is reduced, and because of the coding is reduced and reduced coding time, errors that will occur in coding will also be reduced. So because of inheritance mechanism, reusability of coding possible. Because of reusability of coding, errors are reduced and coding time will also be reduced, and repetition of data, that is redundant typing of data, will also be reduced. So by making the reusability of data, all these advantages are possible because of the inheritance concept. Thank you.